Orphaned by Pretty Little Lass. Note: I highly recommend you read the story along with me, not in the video, but at the location of the original posting itself. The story comes with many pictures that unfortunately don't fit in video format very well, but greatly aid your understanding of the story. The link is in the description below. Entry 1. After reading a fantastic story called Room for One Please about The Sims, I decided to return to my own Sims 3 game. I did all the things described by Timey-Wimey Lord except setting the house on fire. I shocked and starved my Sims after they had 2 children. The father was killed by a TV before the pregnancy was official, and the mom died from starvation after the birth. I had accidentally deleted the Grim Reaper in my panic, and now I am left with 2 mutant-looking children. Due to some special content I have, my children are sometimes born with clothes that don't fit them. As a result, the game produces an odd shape. I tried to make the children expire as well by lowering their hunger to starving, but that didn't work well either. The son, whom I had already edited into a child, simply became long and skinny. The daughter, whom was still a baby, just started to cry. I tried everything, but the Grim Reaper wouldn't come. I know there's more than one of him, so this greatly confuses me. I want to get rid of the dead bodies. The mom still has her eyes open and is starting to creep me out. This game is not hacked or haunted in any way, it's just how the game works. I have provided photos of my predicament. I don't want to just make the son an adult and then kill him. I have to kill the daughter too. Considering the daughter had an odd baby due to the mods, I don't think that's actually possible. Entry 2. There's some weird-ass things going on in this game. I'll try to summarize the events that followed the first entry. My son somehow returned to his normal self, but everything else got progressively weirder. First, I had my son mourn his lost parents. While he was doing this, my daughter somehow disappeared in a cloud of smoke. I got confused when she disappeared from my Sims list, causing me to stop my son's actions. Before I knew it, I was kicked out of the house and the bodies were gone. I tried to get back in, but it acted as if I didn't live there anymore. The oddest thing was that I have the choice to visit the home with my mother. I assumed this is because the Grim Reaper never appeared before her before, and raised her soul from her body. Afterwards, I decided to take my son home. He's riding his bike there now. I will report what I find. Entry 3. As my son hopped off his bike and walked up to a lot, I was surprised to find it to be empty. It's a very large lot located next to the Bunch residency. It's a rich neighborhood, so I wondered how my son ended up here. I think I should further my investigation to see how I can live as a child on my own. This must be a glitch. In the game, you're not allowed to play as a child with a parent or guardian. I wonder what possibilities I'll open up for my son. In The Sims 3, Sims that are not yet adults have a curfew. I think I might be able to surpass that aspect of the game with this sim. I wonder if he can get adopted. After all, he is an orphan and he is still just a child. He can't cook for himself yet or get a job to pay the bills. Wish me luck as I continue my twisted adventure. Entry 4. No picture for this one, it'll be short. I've discovered that by telling your sim to go home if you're an orphaned child, results in them going to a different house every time the blue arrow is pressed. My son has arrived at another rich part of town, even though it was half across town, at the Wolf residence. I wonder if Morgana and Thornton will take in my poor son. I know Morgana has always wanted a child, but I also know Thornton dislikes them. If I convince them to join my household or move in, I wonder if they'd actually move in with me, a random house each time, or if I would move in with them. This interaction is only available to adult Sims, though. I'll have to wait. Entry 5. I have discovered that the sim only goes to the edge of the lot, and never to the actual home during the night. In the morning, I will test this again to see if it's the same for both day and night. Entry 6. My son tends to gravitate towards lots with no actual residents. First an empty beach lot on the outskirts of town, then the community pool, and now 2 more empty lots. I am still in search of another lot with a family on it. I hope I can get to the bottom of this mystery and prove my hypothesis. This game isn't creepy to me now, as much as it is weird and confusing. Still, I don't think I'll ever learn my lesson about using cheats on video games. Entry 7. Finally, the moment of truth for me. After visiting the Good Citizen's warehouse, I finally ended up at the Kofi home. I will report back soon with answers to my questions, and possibly some you might have as well, if you've read in this far. I honestly don't intend for this to be submitted as a creepypasta. This is just an odd video game occurrence happening to be at 1 AM. I'm sorry if these edits don't have enough information. I'm not great at staying up late. Luckily, I have sugar and caffeine. Entry 8. No picture for this one either. Couldn't think of something fitting. Unfortunately, my hypothesis was incorrect. The child sim does not treat the home as if it was actually their own. The sims in this position, due to glitches, are homeless and parentless. I almost feel sorry for my son, but I think I'm going to have him join the Kofi family. They seem nice enough, and I think he'll be happy there. Also, if I get him to join the family and I gain control of the rest of them, then I can kill the entire town as well. Oh wait, that would be bad. Also, I don't think I can kill children. I would like to try to kill the whole town as an experiment one day, though. Entry 9. As the odd events started to wind down last night, my game crashed. This isn't unexpected, considering my game usually has this type of problem. I reloaded my Sims 3 game this afternoon to find the Choose a Household screen looking like the picture above. As you might have guessed, I found this very confusing, and I'm not even sure how this happened. The picture also depicts the other members of the Winston family, not only my son. They have another glitched baby, and some members are wearing clothes that aren't necessarily normal. I plan to load the game and see if my son has been adopted, or if he'll still roam from home to home. Is it possible for the cops to take him home after curfew in this roaming mode? I will answer as many questions as possible as soon as possible. Entry 10. Time for a Q&A of sorts. Will the cops take your orphaned child home after 10? No, not that I can tell. They simply stay wherever they're at, even if they're on a public lot. What happens if they return to their original home and the bodies of their parents are still there? One of the remaining Grim Reapers, I deleted one on accident, will appear and the body will be transported outside of the home. Even if the body isn't yet removed of its soul, a tombstone will already be present. What happens after the parents are both gone entirely? I do not know the answer of that, but I assume as the sim grows into an adult, the science lab will offer to bring a sim that has passed away back from the dead, and they'll become a playable character. I plan to do this if it is a possibility still. More to come as the story progresses. I plan to keep this post up to date. Final entry. No picture since I just got around to this and it happened a while ago. I guess this mystery is over. My son finally became a teenager and died of starvation. I was surprised to see how using cheats and having some broken mods could change the game so drastically. I only used 2 cheat codes during this entire line of occurrences in the game. If someone knows why these things happened, the dead body's trapped in the house, orphaned child got taken to a new house each time he went home, etc., please explain. I would love to hear what you have to say about this, and I'm willing to listen to any theories. That was Orphaned. Final thoughts? Very well done. I like this story quite a bit, and it's because it's presented as an entirely possible thing. In fact, it might be real. Not only are these glitched baby models a fairly common glitch when using broken or conflicting mods in Sims 3, but the author Pretty Little Lass herself claims this to be entirely real. Nothing impossible happens within the story, and the photo proof supports it. That being said, it could also have been faked with a bit of Sims know-how and a lot of effort. This leaves whether it's real or not up in the air and open for a lot of fan speculation. I think this was a very well done story, and I can't wait to see what people have to say about it. That's it for this week's Creepypasta. Tune in again next week when we tackle yet another story made and sent in by the fans with The Day I Started. If you want to write your own story, help peer edit a story, or even just read the stories early, check out the description where you'll find a link to the Creepypasta section of my forum. You'll also find a link to the playlist of every Creepypasta reading I've done. Remember that if you want your story to be read on the show, you must stay active on your post on the forum, as well as read the forum rules. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, sweet dreams.